We're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Reseller Six Pack. It is my honor, guys, to host this first show, and I want to thank everybody that is on this panel. All supposed to be 9 of us. Ronnie Hart had a family emergency; he could not make it today. So I'm sure I speak for everyone here on the panel. Our best wishes and prayers go out to Ronnie. And Ronnie, if you're looking at this later, we're gonna drink one for you, bud. All the best.
Yeah.
And look, I want to cover a few things first before we make introductions across the board. And again, I want to thank you guys for joining this panel. I've made a personal connection with each and every one of you. I consider you all my friends. And when I made the call, said, "Hey, will you do this?" They all said yes. So that's incredible, guys. Big thumbs up. I appreciate it. And I also want to thank Deb, who is Pinching Pesos. She provided a graphic with all 9 of us on it, real nice. And she also reached out to me and she said, "Lonnie, I want you to give away a ticket, my ticket to the Reseller Rally." She's had plenty of opportunities where she could do it on her show, but she reached out to me and she wanted to, give me a little bump, help me out with subs and views and all that stuff. Cause she, I guess she liked what I was doing here and wanted to help me out. So Deb, that is awesome. I really appreciate it. And guys, we're not going to do it. I'm teasing it right now. I'm going to tell you how you can win your ticket to the Reseller Rally in Chicago. It's on June 17th. I'll tell you before the show is over within the hour. So stay tuned for that. And guys, let me go ahead and throw it over. Let's start with John, the Cincinnati picker. He's probably the newest guy here, and he was the one that kind of helped me bring this whole thing together. So go ahead, John.
Hey, I'm John. I'm the Cincinnati picker. I did a live show, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, where I was having a few cold ones on air, and that sort of turned into the brainchild of this show. Lonnie came up with the idea to do this, so I guess I'm a little bit responsible. I sell a little bit on eBay. I also have my own auction website called Look What I Found, and I've created a little homemade beer tracker tonight. So if you guys are curious, that's what this is. As I drink a beer, I'll be flipping this, so we'll see how far we get in an hour.
It only goes to 8, though.
It only goes to 8, yep.
Go ahead, Duane.
Work on that. I'm Duane Hale from Mothership Products. I co-host a show with Walking Picker on his channel, which is actually directly after this. So we'll see what kind of shape I'm in. I sell on eBay and a little tiny bit on Etsy. Just happy to be here. Thanks, Lonnie.
Mr. Chad Pagel, Golden Finger Picker.
Hey, I'm Chad, the Golden Finger Picker. It's Kim and myself, the Florida Picking Queen. We're a team that likes to buy cool stuff and sell it on eBay. We are eBay people. We're not Amazon. We're not any of the other stuff, and we just enjoy what we do, and it's all about the lifestyle for us.
All right. Thank you, Chad. Jory.
How's it going? I'm pretty much a full-time reseller from Canada. Have a YouTube channel, dives into mostly electronics and things. And I saw someone asking what I'm drinking. It's Alexander Keith's right now.
Oh man, I forgot that. We were all supposed to say what we're drinking. I forgot. We might have to backtrack. I'm drinking an Abita wrought iron IPA, and it is kind of rough. It's 6.9% alcohol. So
oh my!
That'll get the job done.
I'm taking the early show jitters off with it though. So let me introduce my friend Nic Hills. Hey Nick, go ahead, man.
Hi Lonnie, thanks for inviting me. I'm Nic Hills. I'm the odd one out because I'm here in the UK. I'm a full-time eBay and Amazon seller. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been doing YouTube now for coming on 3 years. And yeah, I'll do this with my wife. We work from home and it's full-time for us. That's me.
Awesome. And guys, Nick was the first YouTube reseller I ever watched. So
awesome.
We've come full. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We've come full circle to where now he's on my channel. So it's so cool.
So what you're saying is it's all his fault right now. This is all his fault.
He created this monster that we're looking at.
Yeah, a lot of things are my fault. And as for beer, I'm drinking Holston Hills. I don't know if you have Holston in the US.
Nope.
Very nice.
I think we have Polston.
Oh no, different.
But anything now, if anything goes wrong, then it's your fault as well. So
Yeah, that's standard.
And guys, I will remind you, most of us except Jory, because he's on the phone, we have our channel names below. Some of us you may not have seen before, including me. All of our YouTube channels are down below in the description. So I encourage you, check everybody out. These guys are all awesome. They all have great content. At least check them out. Give them a sub. Give them some watches. So go ahead, Andy. Andy, the ParrotHead Picker.
All right. Hi, I'm Andy, the ParrotHead Picker. I live in Illinois. I'm a part-time eBay reseller. I sell a little bit on Amazon and then do offer up, let go. Been doing YouTube for just about over a year. Like I said, I got a full-time job and what have you, but yeah, I love watching and hanging out with all these guys. And man, when they invited me to do a show that involved drinking, and man, I'm a big craft beer nerd, man, I was all about it. So definitely, thanks for that. Tonight I'm drinking. This is Three Floyd's Gumball Head. It's from Three Floyd's Brewing in Indiana. So I've been drinking most of the day, so I had to lighten it up a little bit. This is just a regular wheat beer. So. But yeah, definitely thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for being here. Go ahead, Tonya. Your turn.
Okay. Hey, guys. I'm Tonya, also known as Thrifty Treasures here on YouTube. And I want to say thank you to Lonnie for having me. I sell on eBay, Amazon, and I do a little bit of Etsy. And I've been selling on eBay for about 20 years now. I've only been on YouTube, I think, for about maybe 2 years. So, oh, and this is what I'm drinking. I kept the package. So it's strawberry Abita.
Oh.
Yep, I have a couple of those too. I bought one of the Abita party packs.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it's got like samples of each one. Probably saving those for my wife though. The strawberry, she likes those. So
yeah, the only other one I've had is the Purple Haze.
Yeah. I've been drinking Purple Haze for 20 years. So
yeah, I got a Purple Haze tin tacker hanging in my garage.
a what?
A tin tacker, like the big beer signs.
Oh, okay.
You know, like those tin, like that hangs on like a wall in a bar or whatever. Yeah, I actually got one of those. I found it at a garage sale one time, and so that's hanging in my garage. I got all my beer nerd stuff out in the garage. So yeah, it's just one of them.
the only purple thing I ever drank, that was as a teenager, was that Purple Passion, and that was a headache in a bottle, man.
But the ladies loved it.
Or Mad Dog, right?
Or Mad Dog. Same. It's the same thing, different name.
Thunderbird. Yeah.
Or some of that purple drink.
Boone's Farm. Yeah.
No. The codeine.
No.
So we've been chatting. We have like a little group chat, little super secret group chat that you guys don't know about. But we've been conversing in it. Pretty entertaining for the past few days. And we're sworn to secrecy on what's going on in there. Right, Chad?
Yeah, but for $9.99 a day, we will let you have. We're joking. It's super secret. Yes.
But one of the topics we wanted to talk about, and we've got guys. I mean, I like to spread. I want to spread the mic around, but we've got two resellers on this panel that are currently selling items that are of very high historical significance, and that's Chad and Nic Hills. And I would really like to give those guys a chance to talk about that a little bit, and then talk about the relationship that we play as resellers with collectors and with just like history in general, how we save things. Chad said this a minute ago, how we save things from being thrown out or given away or just forgotten about, and bringing them back to the people that love them. So whichever one of you guys want to talk first about what you're selling, and we would love to hear about it. Y'all both have some really great items there.
Go ahead, Nick. Yours kicks my butt.
I don't know so much. You guys may have heard about this. Basically, I picked up a job lot of Atari, a job lot of Nintendo, Atari, Sega, huge job lot not long ago. And I found a game in it which I didn't think was anything significant at all. I'm actually really not still sure it is that significant, but it's gained a lot of interest. It's apparently a prototype, potentially a one-off.
Dude,
And-
not significant.
That-
What's it at right now?
It's don't know, £4,000 or £5,000.
About 6,000. It's significant. Trust me.
Well,
Good.
the other thing I just want to quickly mention is I think this is being trolled, and I think people are bidding it up beyond perhaps what it's worth. Whether some of my subscribers think they're doing me a favor or something, I don't know. But maybe I'm downplaying it, but I am not sure it's worth what it's currently at. I really don't know. But yeah, it is a significant thing, and it's a rare thing. And I nearly didn't realize what it was. You know what I mean? I nearly bundled it with a console and got rid of it because it looks like nothing.
Yeah.
It was only because I tried to research that game title and realized it was on no database that exists. On the Activision list of games they ever produced, it doesn't exist. So yeah, I nearly got rid of it. You know, I nearly lost out. But
Jory, you're kind of the video game expert, I think, on this panel. I think of everybody here. What is your impression of this game? Like, have you had a chance to look at it much?
I have. I mostly just want it, but I'm not bidding those prices for it. I'm curious. I'm following it to see if whoever buys it ends up dumping the ROM so people can play it through emulators and things like that, or check it out on PC. I've never seen anything like it. Never.
It's cool.
Well, that's not true. There was an Atari game that won a few years ago. Name of it.
River Raid.
Nick might know. He was chatting about it too.
Was that the one that went for 30,000? Was that River Raid 2 or something?
River Raid was it? Yeah, River Raid or River Raid 2.
Well, what did the American version of that one sell for, or was that a private sale?
I don't think anyone knows. It was discovered in like the late 90s from what I've read. But it didn't even have a name on it. So they didn't even know what this game was supposed to be called until I publicized this one. I don't know what that sold for, whether it was done privately or what.
Well,
So it is significant, but I have no idea in reality what it could sell for. And some of the guys, go on, Chad.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, just before we came on air, I was saying that on some of the Atari forums, people are kind of having a sideways dig at me, saying that I am bidding this up. I'm over-egging it. All I want is the money. Yes, I do, because I'm a reseller. But there's no way I would even consider bidding this thing up. I think there are trolls and maybe some, misguided people trying to help me out bidding it up. I just want this to go to a collector, and for obviously the most it will go for. But who knows where this will go? I don't know. But it's fun at the moment.
When does it end? Does it end later on tonight or?
No, Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
Yeah.
You got quite a bit of time
Yeah, we'll
for the
see.
bidding to go up and up.
I know. I don't want to jinx it either.
All right.
I don't think you're that far off. I really don't, because the rarity of it, because I went through the same thing with this record that I got. The record, it was just a Sgt. Pepper's record. I mean, the record was, it was a regular record. You could buy the same record anywhere. The cover was just different.
Mm.
So from $5 to $32,000, we're sitting here thinking, well, could it really be worth that much? Yes. If there's only 2 of those, if it never made it to production and it only makes sense that there was a NTS B or C or whatever, and then you have the PAL version, in a gaming genre, absolutely it could be worth that much. I wouldn't second guess any of those bids, because some of this stuff does go stupid high.
Some of the accounts that are bidding on it are zero feedback. Some look like they're just people that follow me and sell the same stuff I do. I think there's a few people messing around, but there will be genuine stuff. And I think the real collectors will bid in the last half an hour.
Oh yeah.
That's the kind of item, though, Nick, that would bring like somebody that never has purchased on eBay before. It could bring them out to, okay, I got to make an eBay account so I can get this item. Right. So, I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, definitely.
So.
We'll see. I think part of me is just trying to play this down because I don't want to get too excited as well. You know
Right. You're a nervous wreck, dude. You could probably use some Xanax right about now.
Or at least another beer.
Yes.
Did y'all see Deb's question?
I put it in the chat. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, that's a great question. I was actually probably gonna ask that too. Nic, how do you plan to protect your product from shipping, and in what way?
I haven't given it a lot of thought yet.
Personal delivery.
Personal delivery.
Yes. If it's in the UK, no matter where it is in the UK, I mean, sense of scale wise, you guys know that the UK is smaller than many of your states. If it goes in the UK, I am hand delivering it if it's a significant amount. And I said in my chat earlier with my wife, I'm taking an Atari console with me, I'm setting up and I'm showing them it working before I leave. If it goes international, I'll have to look into it. I've never sold anything of real significant value internationally, so I'll have to look into how I can cover myself. But it's a very valid question, and at the moment, I don't know.
Now, if you hand
Nowhere
deliver
near
it,
that.
Nic. Oh, I'm sorry, Jory. Go ahead.
I was gonna say nowhere near that price, but I mean, I had a laptop that, a very old one. It sold for, I don't know, around like $400, but the buyer paid $260 or something like that to have it shipped to China because I had it sent first class with FedEx with signature and made sure it got there in 2 days and there wasn't any issues.
Cool. Now, Nic, if you hand deliver it, is there something in eBay that they can just click to say that they've accepted it, or do you have them sign something, basically to keep yourself safe after the fact that they can't come back and say, "Oh, I never got it"?
Great
Yeah,
question.
I actually thought about that. I guess I would get something set up that they would sign, and also perhaps photograph me handing it. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah, video, something.
Yeah.
Or would you take just only cash in that situation?
I don't know. You have to accept PayPal through eBay, don't you? So you can't. You know what I mean? If it ends and someone pays instantly with PayPal, it's paid as far as eBay is concerned. I can't then say retract that and give me cash, can I?
Well, I think you'd rather have PayPal anyway, because you don't want to go to some guy's house dropping off a game and him hand you $10,000. You walk around the corner and get
Right.
mugged.
I would take my chance with the cash before somebody doing a charge back on my PayPal. I would take my chance with cash.
The thing is, there's issues with every. You know, we could think negatively about this in every context, couldn't we? But chances are it will be fine. But yeah, I will have to seriously think about it if it goes for a significant amount, and that's a big if. So.
Have you looked at any escrow services, Nic? Like I asked this on Chad, I think on Chad's show the other day. If he had ever used an escrow service where, they hold the cash and the game, make sure everything's cool, and they release both to the two parties. Have you looked at any of that?
I've heard of the service. I haven't used it, but it would be something I might consider. Sure. Yeah. Like I said, I'm hoping it's going to stay in the UK and I can just meet up.
It won't. It won't.
But yeah. So Chad, tell us what you've picked up.
Oh, I just we had a private estate. We had the honor to be the only ones to go into a private estate and pick it, and it just happened to be, in my eyes, a Vietnam hero. I mean, this guy was a Vietnam veteran. He was a fighter pilot, and he was just a badass. He was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross. He was awarded the Bronze Star. And I literally have every single thing that he had when he was in the military, except for the items that were donated to the United States National Air Force Museum by him in like 2008. So, and I've been selling off his estate, and there's his uniforms and stuff. But what's really good, they're called party suits, and they're not regulation. They were made in Thailand, and they had patches put on. It's like whenever they're done, it's not like whenever they would go out, they would wear these party suits, and it has all their stuff, their patches and everything. And the first one, I just started the auction out at $299 with $999 buy it now. And within a couple hours, man, nobody even bid on it. This dude just bought it. And I'm like, oh, I priced that too cheap. So the next couple I've got on auction right now, I listed one, started it at, this was just his uniform with photos of himself and some of his military paperwork. And I started it out at $299 and it's up to like $3 something now. But another party suit, the cream of the crop, I set it up last night and started it out at $99. And I think I did it for 7 days. In the first day, it's already at over I think it's at like $787 or something.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
So yeah, very exciting. And I just got a ton of this stuff. It's a pick that any picker would love to come across. And plus we're preserving the history. And the same thing with Nic. This piece is actually a piece of history for this company who designed these games. I mean, there's a good chance only 2 of them existed. They could make it into the trash. They literally could.
Yeah,
and
I've actually tried to contact Activision and Atari. I've had nothing back from anywhere. I've been tweeting, I've been emailing, whether they're not getting them or whether they're going to spam or what, but it's either they're reading them and they don't care, or I'm not managing to get to the right people. You know?
So
can I just ask Chad, how did that, when you were negotiating on a deal with that, how on earth did you approach that? Because if you're dealing with the owner of that sort of significant stuff, did you make an offer? Did they tell you the price? Was that
actually what happened, which we're going to be going into the business card thing here later, but we hand our business cards out to everybody we know, and we develop relationships with people. And there's a lady who has a little mom and pop thrift store. We developed a good relationship with her, and I got a phone call from her saying, hey, there's this guy, his father-in-law, you know, they're selling off his estate. They don't want to have an auction. They don't want to, you know, do anything like that. And we recommended you guys to come, and they said, you guys are the only ones we trust. So when we went there and we were digging through his stuff, they did not want any of it. They made it clear, we're done. We've gotten what we want. No matter how good you think it is, we don't want it, because we were asking him, are you sure you don't want this 1940s Letterman jacket? Nope, don't want it. And then we always told him, you know, how much do you want for it?
Yeah.
And, you know, we would give an offer and he would go, no, that's too much. And so, but yeah, it was one of these things that it was 2 ways. I mean, we were doing well and we were really helping him because they just needed this stuff out of there. They did not want it. And I know it's hard for a lot of people to sit, especially resellers. Who doesn't want this stuff? Yeah. There's a lot of people that don't want the deal with a house full of stuff, whether it's worth money or it's not. They ended up the stuff that we didn't take. They called a charity place to come and clean it out. So they literally do not want this stuff. And we tried, and we've got a good relationship with them as well. So we've talked with them literally every day. He calls, and good people.
Now, Chad, would that have been a good idea to get like a storage unit or something like that on a big purchase like that, and a purchase of such significance? You know, I mean, would it have been worth it, you know, to do that?
Well, we think we got everything that was historically significant. We think, okay, and it all depends on your setup. Where are you comfortable? Yeah, it would have taken like, dude, there is no way you're at number 3.
I am. I finished 3. This is my 4th. But to be fair, I had one before the show started.
What are they? 3-ounce cans?
No, they're 12, and I didn't show it earlier. These are Ryan guys. The IPA.
Hey,
sorry, I saw it. I had
y'all
to say
if y'all
something.
keep talking, I'll just keep drinking. I love this. This is a perfect situation.
Yeah, so many people told us, why don't you get it all? Why don't you get it all? You have to know yourself, okay? You have to know that line to where, are you going to be overwhelmed? Because what would happen is, sure, we would have no problem with getting a 2,000 square foot warehouse, because that is what it would take to get all the stuff out of this big, like 6-bedroom house, okay? And we said, no, we could fill up a warehouse in 2 months just doing what we do. So it's not so much we need inventory, it's the quality inventory that we're interested in, and it just would have sat there. It just would have sat and created a death pile.
So I've got to ask, and this is for everybody on the panel, because I've heard this. I follow a lot of like video game podcasts, video game YouTube channels, and there's always this hate and disdain for resellers because they think they have the God-given right or privilege to acquire games at a fair price. And they think if you don't really love the game and want to play it and want to collect it yourself, that you should not be a profiteer. You should not be able to make money on it. So, like, do you guys, and I sell a lot of video games, so, you know, I don't really see that out of eBay, but I hear it all the time in the community as a whole, like in the video game community. Somebody made a sale. I haven't heard that all day, guys. So, do you guys get any of that hate when you resell, or have you heard any of that? And I'm going to start with Tonya, because I think, you know, one of the things I really love about reselling is the fact that we take things, like Chad said, from a place where they're not wanted to a place where they're truly loved, and we get paid for that service. That is what gives me satisfaction. And Tonya, it's on you.
Okay. I am not a really big gamer. I mean, like, if I see them at garage sales, I'll definitely pick them up if the price is right. You know, and I'll show them on my haul videos. But I've never got any hate about it. I've gotten offers. People want to buy them from me. But yeah, I've never experienced any of that.
But do you get that same satisfaction, Tonya, like from bringing, because you do deal in a lot of vintage items too?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like Chad said, we're bringing back, you know, what they might be looking for. Like, for example, the flip-flops. Like, Deb and I were joking that the person who bought those flip-flops, that was their flip-flops. That was their same pair. Like, they wanted them back. And so, yeah, we're providing what people are looking for that they can't find at retail stores.
Well, why don't you tell everybody about those flip-flops, just in case they didn't know about it?
Okay, so the flip-flops. I picked them up at Goodwill for $1. And I listed them up on auction for $29.99 because I had done the research. I knew I could probably get at least that much. And they ended up selling for $111.
What?
Yes, and the guy has already paid, and I shipped them, but I'm just waiting on feedback.
What kind of flip-flops were these?
Well, just like the vintage kind, like you might have worn maybe in the 70s.
Weren't they the old ones that had like the rainbow?
The line.
Yeah,
they
the
were
rainbow
yellow and
stripe.
had the line. And the way you can tell they're true vintage, right, is because the line that goes along the side, it will get more narrow towards the toe part of the shoe.
Were they used?
They were used. They didn't even have a
Oh my
size.
gosh!
There was
Some
no
nasty old
label.
flip-flops sold for over $100.
And listen, I don't know which one of you said it, but I did not model them for the buyer.
I just knew you did. We don't know that you may have sent private pictures. I mean,
Ronnie, you're gonna get it.
this sounds like a fetish situation, but maybe hey, I'll take it at face value. But it sounds like a.
That's the thing. That's the thing. People buying used shoes and asking the seller to wear them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We know. We see it every day in our forum.
Right. Strangely enough, nobody messaged me and asked me that question. Well, they were like men's flip flops, I suppose, or they could.
I don't think it matters.
That's a perfect example of knowledge is king, because 99% of people would have walked past those and not seen any value. And I think that is a perfect example of being able to see value in something. So that's that was great.
Thank you.
I would be in that 99%. Absolutely.
Yeah, same
Leisure
here.
Picker says flip-flop flippers. That might be a new show you can start, Tonya.
That's so funny. Well, when Deb and I were talking before we even really knew each other about what my YouTube name was going to be. She said, you could be called Flip That Sheet.
Nice.
Oh, that was funny.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It was just funny. Well, because my last name is Sheets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Pretty
All
good.
right, that makes
That's
sense.
pretty good.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's kind
That's
have
of
real
another
good.
beer. Have another beer, Lonnie. You'll get it later. You'll get it on the repeat.
I'm drinking the heavy stuff. Dude. This is like 6.9 or something.
Are you done with
Yeah,
your first
whatever.
one?
Oh, it's my second one. I'm almost polished it off. So,
Woohoo.
so John, I wanted to ask you, like you're new to YouTube and you just released a video the other day and you had a mystery box and you promised that we were going to see the contents of this mystery box as a pickup that you made this past weekend. Are you ready?
I am ready, although I will tell you it is nothing close to what Nick and Chad have found. So everybody just lower your expectations and you might enjoy it. All right, so I found this, not the box. I found what's inside the box on Saturday.
Wow, the box even came with question marks on it.
It looks like a Mario box where he would hit up and coins would fly out. Right?
That's exactly right. So this is a Marantz CD recorder. Basically, it looks just like a CD drive that would be in your computer. Nothing special. I paid $4 for it. There's 9 completed listings, all of them sold, and average price is around $150.
Nice.
One had a $330 listing, but they accepted best offer, so I don't know what that went for. But I just thought this was cool, something random and different that, you know, people might pass up. But it was just a really good find that I wanted to show you guys.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, the people that watch my channel a lot know that I always buy the Sony stuff, but I've always done well on Marantz too. Marantz is a great brand.
I've never seen the brand, honestly. That was the first time I'd seen it.
Oh, they're a great vintage electronics brand.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The
actually,
older the
this-
better. That looked pretty new, but it's still high quality stuff.
Yeah, when I was at art college doing filmmaking, our sound equipment was a lot of it was Marantz. It was high end, really durable. We'd take it out in the field, and yeah, it's good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I actually just referenced Marantz remote controls in one of my last couple of videos. I'm always on the lookout for, especially that brand. It's a really, really good brand, man, especially if you can find a remote for it.
So, guys, I want to let y'all know now. I guess we're at 7:34, and just to let you guys know, we're going to have to do a hard stop at probably a little bit before 8 o'clock because Duane and Chris Carone, Walkie Picker, they're going to do their show, their typical or their usual Sunday night show at 8 o'clock Central. So I want to let y'all know how we're going to run or how Deb asked me to do this contest. What we're going to do is we want to make sure that whoever wins the ticket to the Reseller Rally, it's important that if you want to win the ticket, that you are actually going to go, because the worst thing would be for there to be unused tickets out there, right, Chad?
Especially because we've got a lot of people that still want to come. A lot of people, they're like all the time, they're like, are there any tickets left? Are there any tickets left? We're sorry, we're sold out. So, but you can try to win them on our giveaways. But you are right. If you look, to be fair to everybody, don't try to win it if you have no intentions on coming, because you're not going to be able to sell it to somebody.
Right. So what Deb suggested that we do is, instead of just doing a chat draw where we just have crazy question and then chat scrolling by and we find it, what we're going to do is just ask you to if you want to go to the Reseller Rally, win this ticket, and you can go, and you can. It's on June 17th. If you have questions about like dates and where it is and all that, how much the hotel costs, all that information is on the link below, resellerrally.com, I believe. And if you go, you'll be able to meet me. You'll be able to meet Chad. You'll be able to meet John, the Cincinnati Picker. Tonya's going. Andy, are you going to the rally?
I don't have a ticket yet, and I only live 2 hours away.
Oh,
So
I can't believe
So,
Nick's
yeah.
flying in all the way from the UK just to come to the rally.
That's
I didn't realize
awesome.
I didn't think the event would sell out as quick as
Extra
what it
money from
did.
the guitar.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
was
say
like,
with,
this is
with
crazy.
Nick making the kind of cash he's gonna make on that cartridge, he could easily.
I was actually going
That's
to
why.
ask Nick, what are you planning on doing with the money that you make off of this thing?
Good question.
Right,
Yeah.
not bigging this up, okay? You're jinxing it, right? But somebody asked us in our live hangout earlier, and we are anyway, regardless of what this sells for, we're buying my wife a new car anyway. So
Right
if this
on.
goes for serious money, that's sorted. Not a brand new car, secondhand. We want a Mini, new style Mini. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
but also I'll be coming to that hangout as well.
Come to the rally, yes. Dude, guys, I'm telling you, do not underestimate getting 250 serious, like-minded people together. You can't do, you have to learn something. It's going to be, because really, people who are actually buying plane tickets, driving from Florida, we got people coming from Alaska, we got people coming from every corner of the country, and all these people coming have something to offer you as a person, because that's what it's about. You're mingling and learning and talking. That is going to be key in this.
Can I ask, because a lot of the guys in the UK have asked me to try and organize something like this, do a meetup. How is this working? Is it ticketed only, and then you're at a venue or a hotel? How are you guys doing it?
Yeah, we've got a venue and a hotel. It was actually pretty expensive. Well, very expensive, which caused the ticket prices to be pretty expensive. But yeah, we were really worried, it's like, because we had to, it costs money up front to reserve this place. But yeah, that's, if you're going to do it right, I think you do need a venue. I mean, you could meet in a park, but it's really how, and we didn't want to go too big the first year. So we went 250 people, and it sold out pretty quick, and we're expecting a good time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
okay, so let me clarify how you're going to win this ticket, because it's a tough ticket. You can't buy one. So this is how you can go. What I want you to do is in the comments down below, and you can't do it during the live stream. You'll have to wait till it's over. In the comments down below, I want you to put all caps, Reseller Rally, and then just put a short reason why you should go. And we're not going to pick it based on the reason, but just give your reason just for fun. But we'll know you want to be entered into this contest by saying Reseller Rally, all caps. That means if you get the ticket, you'll be there, which is very important. So what we're going to do is on Thursday, we're actually going to do a random draw, and we will determine the winner then, and I'll do it on a live stream. I'll use the random number generator thing, put everybody in the hat, pick a random person, and they will win the ticket. So there again, guys, Reseller Rally, all caps, down in the comments with the reason why you should win. So
Now, is somebody going to capture all the people who are doing it live? Because after we're done, those are going to be gone.
That's why I'm saying if you want to enter, you actually can't enter right this second.
Okay.
Got to wait till we're on the recorded version and we're capturing actual comments instead of live chat. So,
Brian, the Oak Book Pricker, come back and comment after we're done.
So I think it's also a good way to do it, because that way, if someone is not able to catch us live right now, they still have a shot. Because I know a lot of people can't catch it live, or maybe they didn't even know it was on. Right? They might not even know about my channel right now, but maybe they will tomorrow. So,
Swamp Picker, can I give the ticket away?
well,
No.
it's going to be on during the. I don't know when we're going to get together for this show again, guys. We haven't talked about it. How often are we going to do this show? Anybody have an idea?
What? I thought it was every Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know.
Damn, that's going to get
We should do it
expensive.
weekly. There's enough of us that I think it's not enough, not everybody can show up. There's enough people to take and fill the gaps.
Yeah, I know I won't
absolutely.
be able to do it every Sunday, and I know Ronnie won't be able to do it every Sunday, but sure, there should be enough people. If
Yeah,
anything,
you
Tonya will sit here by herself and get hammered. We don't,
Brian Brooke Picker says he's not even drinking. I think that makes him ineligible to win the ticket. So sorry about that, bud.
guys, if you like what we're talking about, feel free to hit that thumbs up. Give him some love on his first show.
Hey, cheers, everyone, right? To reselling right here.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. I need a refill. I'm cheering with an empty beer.
I know, me too.
I'll be right back, guys.
Damn rookie.
Duane, I'm going to toss it to you, Duane. You call me a
What about
rookie. Show him how to do it.
So, I was looking at what's the best flip you've had, Tonya? I think I've heard this before, but I wanted to hear it.
The best flip?
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I don't know. You're putting me on the spot. I have a hard time remembering things.
Have another drink. You'll remember.
Remind me, what was it?
I don't know. I'm not giving you any help.
I'd go with the flip flops, Tony. That sounds like a
Right.
great
Flip flops are pretty good. Right? That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
But I didn't you have a piece of jewelry that was a little higher, or no?
I did. I sold a necklace and I've sold a bracelet for good money. But they were, I want to say the necklace sold for over $1,000, but it's been many years ago. You know, I was telling somebody not too long ago that the reason I like Amazon so much is because you can go back and you can see your history for years, what items sold for. But like with eBay, it's just not like that. You know, I wish it was though.
And we're getting older, you know. I think everybody on this channel is close to the same age, except maybe Jory. He looks like a young pup, but you know,
Right.
and I know the memory's the first thing to go, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. What about you? What was yours?
I flipped some of you know that I work as a calibration technician. That's my day job, so I'm a part-time reseller. And I came across a Tektronix spectrum analyzer, and I sold it for $2,400. I got it for free. I sold it for $2,400, and it was broken, and the guy knew it was broken. He was a tinkerer, so he got to mess with it and stuff. But I sold it to a guy in Brazil, and at that time he was very wary about buying something because of the what do you call it? Customs.
Yeah,
Customs
the fees
was
and
very
stuff.
expensive for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, very expensive for him. So he asked me ahead of time exactly how much it was going to cost, and I told him like $2,400 plus shipping, and I think I quoted him $100 shipping or $125 shipping. Well, because of the box I used and all the padding and everything, shipping was like $400.
I remember this story.
So I took it in the shorts there, but I got it for free, and like I said, $2,400. I mean, geez, I still made $2,000 profit, so I wasn't really worried about it. But it did mess him up on the other end because he has to pay customs on the shipping as well.
Yeah.
So, but I got good feedback, and everything worked out well. He sent me a video later of him tinkering with it and getting it working. So it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
And I haven't had anything even close since. So, I mean, not even in the 4 digits. So,
Well, you said you have a whole storage unit full of stuff, right?
Yes.
well, I used to do an e-waste. Yeah, I owned an e-waste company for a while. So I do have an awful lot of stuff still.
Yeah,
that
there
I
could
gotta
be some
piece out.
collectibles in there.
Maybe. I have a lot of Mac stuff, honestly.
Yeah, well, that's definitely collectible.
Right. Well, it depends on what shape it's in. I mean, e-waste, typically you don't get the good, working stuff. So a lot of it's sold for parts or, just for its intrinsic value, not necessarily for its working value. So, yeah, Golden Finger Picker said something here in the chat that I want to voice to everybody.
Uh-oh.
We haven't really seen you drink there, Tonya. I mean, seriously.
What?
I've taken every
Sure,
one of these guys. Yeah, every one of these guys I've seen drink. I haven't seen you
I've
drink.
totally been drinking.
Yeah,
Tonya,
Talking about.
Bettability.
Oh my God. Don't say the other one.
yeah.
Yeah, John, you're one up on me now. I gotta catch up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on number 5, so I don't know where everybody else is, but yeah, but
Drinking hard liquor, though.
yours are pretty good. Mine are only at 4% alcohol, so
I moved on to purple haze, so I'm at 4.2%.
43%. So
oh well, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I haven't seen you do a shot either.
Doing
But y'all have to remember that I've got a show after this, so I got to stay pretty sober within reason.
Right? And what number are you on?
This is 5.
Jeez.
Chris is gonna kill us.
All right.
There
I'd
we
be
go.
crawling to the bed if I was on that number. Seriously.
Hey, I expect every one of you to come to the show afterwards too. I mean, there's no bound. Well, I'll let you go, Nick. You know, I know it's like 2 a.m. in the UK or 1 a.m. or whatever it is there. So we'll let you bow out.
Cool.
But everybody else better be at our show.
I'll be there anyway.
Oh, okay. Good to hear. Good to hear. We all got to support each other. I mean, this is a really small community, and honestly, it's really cool that from every walk of life you can get somebody and get them all together in. Well, in this case, a small panel, but just in the reseller community in general, and come together with a common, subject that everybody can talk about. So
You mean
it's
drinking?
really cool. Well, that too. Like I said, that's the panel problem, but the reseller thing.
No, I'd second that. I mean, in all seriousness, doing YouTube has been, I don't want to overblow it, but it's been life-changing. And I've found some genuine friends, and I don't feel alone in what I do anymore.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you guys have had that, but you feel like you're the only person doing it, knocking around in your office or your home. And these days, I've got people that understand the excitement of this sort of stuff.
Yes.
So I think
Right.
yeah, instead of just bugging my friends that look at me like I'm a crazy person.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly that. Yeah.
They all like to dig through my shit though when they come to visit.
Yeah, I heard
that's-
Lonnie say one time that YouTube is his water cooler talk, since this isn't really a normal office job where you get the water cooler talk. So this is that for him, and I think that's a perfect analogy.
Yeah, I agree.
I end up talking to myself because I'm the only one at the storage too, walking around getting myself.
You've got the perfect setup there, Jory. With that. Why don't you talk about like how you source? I know you've done it on your channel and on John's channel, but tell everybody how you get this stuff because I'm so jealous of it.
Well, basically, I got offered a job.
Can't hear you.
Jory, you're not talking. We can't hear you, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
uh-oh.
Plug your headphones back
How
in,
about
brother.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mostly.
Okay, good. There we go.
Still quite quiet.
I don't know why it's so quiet. It was good. All right, am I good now?
That's fine, dude. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically I got offered a job at a storage facility with free storage and a free office, so it's hard to turn it down.
No, actually, it's not that good, Jory.
Hold on one sec. Hold on.
That's horrible, actually.
Get worse.
All right, can you hear me now?
Not relatively.
Just barely.
Yeah, little tinny, but go ahead.
You know what? You guys talk about something. I got another set. Let me grab another.
Okay.
I'll tell you,
Sounds good.
I can tell Jory's story for him because he's told me the whole thing, and it's really good. So Jory basically found this perfect setup with this couple that owns a storage facility. They give him a free storage unit to store all of his eBay stuff. Then what he also does is there's a nearby e-waste store. Basically, they take e-waste stuff. It's all electronics, and he goes and buys all the video games from them for like dirt cheap and flips them on eBay. It's like the perfect setup basically for
Jeez.
reselling.
That sounds wonderful.
That is a dream.
Yeah, I mean that's what I really want to do, guys. Is my dream is to have like, let's see, like John, you have it. Chad, not so much. Jory has it, and that's about it. But is where you actually have stuff coming to you, and you don't have to go. I have to go out and beat the street, hoof it, and seek the stuff out, find it, and buy it. I would love to have the stuff just come to me. That's like my dream, guys.
Well, Lonnie, that's
Right
a
there.
perfect segue into what we were going to talk about next was business cards.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry to interrupt. Can you hear me now?
No.
No, not really. I kind of told your story for you, Jory. I hope that's all right.
Jory, you sound like you're in a tin can.
Well, he's Canadian.
Not a beer can.
That's buried 10 feet under the ground.
Yeah. Like you're in a room in the back of the house, shouting.
Do you have your mount? Is your phone mounted on like a mount that is maybe covering the microphone? Is that a potential issue?
I don't know if you can hear me now.
Nope.
No.
No.
No, it's working.
But Duane, why don't you finish your thought about the business cards, man?
Oh, well, no, I was just going to say, because I had a business card when I had my e-waste business, but I know that Chad uses business cards. So he would probably be the best one to talk about it. And I know Tonya has them as well. Do you not have any as well, Lonnie? Or
I do.
So I'm not the person to talk to about it. So go ahead and, Chad, why don't you talk about your card? Because obviously you've made some serious headway on with your cards.
Yeah, it's a really simple concept, guys. The first thing you have to do is don't be worried about telling people that you're a reseller, okay? No matter what. I know everybody's they're like, oh, we need to be like, super incognito when we're out, garage selling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, in the long run, it's better to let them know.
Yeah.
What they said in the military, keep it simple, stupid. Put your name, your phone number that you buy, sell, trade, okay? We put our phone number, our email address, but you can put on the back, you can put stuff like the things you're looking for. But unfortunately, if you do that, that might limit them. Like, okay, well, I have gold and silver that I want to sell, but it says they collect video games. So they're not going to call you.
Right.
Leave it open. But you put them out there, then you'll start seeing results. That's how we got this gig, this last one that we've been dealing with.
Dad, can I ask, do you get a lot of spam waste of time calls? Is it a pain to deal with that or not?
Man, it's not an issue because most people aren't going to call you if they don't have something to sell. And then, yes, there are times where you got to say, yeah, I'm really not looking for household appliances like blenders and stuff like that.
Right.
But typically, no. I mean, because even if you do get some phone calls that are like, not really interested. But the thing is, just because they call and say, well, I've got this and that and this and that, you're like, hey, you want me to come over and look at your stuff? That's the key, is getting in. Once you get in, then you see all this other stuff. Oh, would you be interested in selling that? Oh, I never even thought about selling that. Yeah.
I don't have my number on my cards, just like my email address. So nobody's going to call me. And I don't know how I would feel about going to somebody's house, right? And I have to take my husband with me.
Yeah, it would be different, I think, for a female, for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
I really think I need to look into this because a lot of the big deals I've had, this whole video game thing came from talking to people, putting myself out there, getting a lead, getting a relationship with someone, and the card is only going to promote that. It's only going to put that thought in someone's head to give you a call and start that ball rolling. So yeah, I need to seriously think about it.
And
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
really-
It's a great networking tool. I mean, as Chad can attest to, I mean, he's probably gotten more business deals through his card than anything else, I would guess. Right, Chad?
Well, yeah, and it's all about relationships. And, like this last deal, this lady called us saying, I've got this. Would you be interested? Trust me, she has been taken care of. She is like sitting there saying, if something like that again comes across my desk, you bet you I'm going to call Kim and Chad because they are going to hook me up. And you want to put them in that position to where you want to be the first person to call them. And you may think $200, what, for a lead? Trust me, if you're making thousands of dollars, that $200 to set up the next one isn't going to be much.
Yeah, small price to pay for sure.
I brought up a point. Yeah. I brought up a point to Chad and I was like, well, aren't you concerned about people watching your YouTube channel? I mean, like they're going to know exactly what you're flipping it for. That doesn't bother you. And he was like, well, for every subscriber you lose, you'll gain 10 more. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's when you start hiding who you are and people find out, it's worse than if you say, look, this is what I do. When you're telling this guy, when you're buying them, look, I've got to buy this to make money. Okay. This is where I can buy it at. This is the real talk that we have with people when we're buying stuff. And if they watch my YouTube video saying, you know, I bought it for 10 and I sold it for 60. If they really get mad about that, I would look at them and say, well, you need to learn to negotiate a little bit better. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Don't hate the player, man. Hate the game if you're gonna hate. You know.
So John, you definitely got to just own it.
John, I know you have like a really big ass business card. Why don't you talk about that and what it's done for you?
I do. I used to be incognito, to be perfectly honest. I was kind of like holding it back, but then I put the graphics on my van. Look what I found, antiques and furniture. And I noticed that everybody would talk to me about it. Like, oh, that's cool. I've got this and this. I've had so many people invite me into their house and show me stuff. And it's opened a lot of doors. So I've just kind of embraced it. People ask me like, oh, are you going to resell this? I'll say, yeah, I do. I put it on my auction website and I do this. And I really haven't had much negative feedback. I mean, I'd say maybe 5% of the people are kind of weird about it, but everybody's pretty cool about it and leaving cards, you know. I'd say 10% of the time they'll call you back and offer you some more stuff.
Yeah. I'd say 1 out of every 10 gets mad you're a reseller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not many do.
What if you're like a female and what if these people start stalking you or something in your area?
Well,
that's
you let them know you carry.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what'd you say?
You let them know you carry.
Oh, I'm packing heat.
Yeah, exactly.
John,
we just need to with hockey skates up here.
Oh, yeah?
Guys, you know what? If you have questions, if you have comments right now, we got to hold them. Because we have to do a hard stop. Y'all hold that thought. Type it in our group chat, guys. And we'll try. And it always works this way with a live show. You really don't get amped up and moving until about 45 minutes in, especially if you're drinking, right?
It goes fast.
Yeah. So, look, I want to thank, again, everybody on the panel. I've got a little buzz. I don't know about you guys. I really enjoyed it.
Let's go mess with Chris and Duane now.
So, let's go.
Cheers, buddy.
Everybody, go to the Walking Pickers channel right now. They're about to go live. Duane is going to go on with a buzz. We're going to get Duane to do crazy stuff. We're going to heckle those guys.
That's good. More chat, more heckling.
But look, thanks guys in the chat. Don't forget, if you want to win tickets to the Reseller Rally, comment down below. Reseller Rally, give your reason. We're going to do a live draw on Thursday. Guys, thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. We'll see you next week on Sunday, same time, same place. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.